Hi guys, my name is David Yang, and today I'll be talking about hand hygiene, more specifically hand hygiene related to the healthcare environment. Now, before I start talking about hand hygiene, I want to firstly gloss over what we talk about. So essentially, my slides will be comprised of basically why hand hygiene exists and the risks involved of unhealthy hand hygiene, as well as the cleaning products required and the statistics required. So basically, the dot points that I put listed down are going to be the main points of at least one slide within my presentation. Moving on. So the statistics reveal that the compliance rates of 2017 has improved compared to 2009. You can see within the diagram I have given that that during 2017 there was 85%. This compared to 60% during 2009 showcases how important and emphasized hand washing is now within hospitals and nursing homes. Moving on, due to these high statistics before, five criteria have been implemented. So these five criteria have been implemented to basically make the hospital a more safe environment. And through that, basically hand washing is encouraged, if not required, during these 5 moments, such as before touching a patient, before a procedure, after any bodily fluid exposure, after contacting with patients, and lastly but not least, after contact with patient surroundings. Now, the surroundings also includes knives, any surgical tools used. So it's not only just the area, but as well as the tools used. Now, the reason why we do this within a healthcare environment is because of the many risks involved within unhealthy hand hygiene. For example, unhealthy hand hygiene can lead to many issues and problems such as the spreading of respiratory illness, noroviruses, and can even spread headaches and migraines. And this can spread through any number of things, anything from handshaking, hugging, even talking closely, as there's like fluids within our saliva that could transfer while we talk. Not only that, we can also affect our environment, such as the area we work in, doorknobs, objects, etc. Even lights we can affect if we don't wash our hands and have proper hand hygiene. Now, moving on, there are cleaning products invented to help us combat this. Simple products that we can find anywhere, even our house, are useful. For example, soap. Soap is the main tool to kill germs, and soap dispensers are always preferred over soap, as germs and bacteria can live and reside within normal soap, unlike dispensers. Hand dryers are a big must as well within healthcare environments, as paper towels have the tendency to leave germs still in your hand after you wipe it off, while hand dryers completely blows it off. Lastly, clean sinks and taps are obvious, as if it wasn't clean, there's no point of us washing our hands. Therefore, clean sinks and taps within hospitals are required whenever we want to maintain healthy hand hygiene. Now, the procedure of washing a hand seems quite long, but in truth, it's quite simple. So essentially, you want to get your hands wet and then apply soap to cover all of your hand surfaces. Then rub your hand's palm to the other palm. And then after that, rub your right palm up and down the back of the other palm with interlaced fingers, then vice versa. So essentially you keep doing this and you keep rubbing, keeping your fingers interlaced, and as well as washing the back of your fingers. Now you would also want to wash your thumbs and then make sure that your hands are rinsed thoroughly with the water. And after you're done, after it's all clean, you dry your hands thoroughly with a towel or just blow drying your hands. After that, basically, after you make sure that everything on these steps have been met, you chuck the paper towel into the rubbish, unless if you use the blow dryer. And after that, your hands are essentially clean. So it's not too hard to wash your hands. Now, why Now, consistency is key when trying to maintain proper hand hygiene. Why? Because it prevents sickness, as I said before. It prevents illnesses, flus, headaches, and also stops the spreading of these illnesses. And it also promotes others to do the same. So when you wash your hands thoroughly and cleanly, people will notice that, especially within a working environment, and then they'll make sure to do the same. Now, continual usage, consistency is key, like I said before. Now, continual usage encourages order and discipline. So essentially, if you do it more, you get used to it. And eventually you keep doing it without even thinking. It'll become second nature. So in conclusion, why is it important to wash hands? Well, it's to stop the spreading of illnesses. It's to stop getting sick yourself. And when you're in a health environment, this is incredibly important as it also stops the patients from getting even more sicker. Thereby, it promotes a more safer environment for work and for the patients. Now, why is it important in a health professional environment? Well, like I said before, it helps the patients, it helps your colleagues, and it helps the environment. And this is also proven as hospitals statistics highlight that throughout the past 8 years, hospitals have now encouraged more and more hand washing because they realize how important it is. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something today.